Already. Let's go ahead and get started here. All right, guys, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know about yourself. Uh, Another workout successfully done. I mean, that's true. 45 minutes on the elliptical and some weights. That's kind of what I do every week. It's bare minimum. But I got bad news in case you're concerned about my health and all that. I fell off the wagon. I have to be honest with you guys. I was trying to have no beer whatsoever for a year. And I failed yesterday. I was at a party, at a little kid's party at Urban Air. And it was my son's party. And I let my son down. Horrible father that I am. I could blame my father-in-law. That's what an alcoholic does. Blame everyone but himself, right? Yeah, I'll do that. Javier, he was like, hey, let's go get some beer. And he paid. He paid for it. And first time being at Urban Air, I thought they actually had a bar. But no, I was going to get rum and Coke or whiskey or something. But I didn't know. First time ever at Urban Air. I had no idea what was going on. And when I saw their little booth and what they were selling for beer, and it was like, okay, wait a second. These guys are literally selling like, basic cans for $5 a piece. All right. So we got a bucket of beer. And you know what? If they don't want you to get drunk there, then they're doing it wrong. I guess they do. I guess Urban Air really wants all the adults to be as drunk as possible. I don't know what's going on here. Because like when you get the bucket of beer, they have to pop the cap on every single one. So it's like, well, okay, well, we're going to have to drink them all here. And we had 2 buckets. I mean, I got a bucket and later on he got a bucket. So we got 2 buckets. And so we had to drink it all, which is not a problem. But like I said, been a while. It's been since January 1st since I had a beer. Doing good. I was doing really good. Had some whiskey. It wasn't sober January. I'm not worried about being sober, okay? I was just like going to watch my weight, okay? Because, I don't really want to carry my gun around. So got to lose the weight and all that. But completely fell off, man. And it was bad. 1, 2, 3, 5 beers in, 6 beers in. I was like, I was feeling pretty good. I was feeling really relaxed. Parental responsibility 0. I wasn't even watching my kids. I had no idea what was going on. I was just having a good time by myself there, I guess, hanging out with, my father-in-law or whatever. Never mind the fact that the neighbor's kid was with me, and I totally lost him. I had no idea where they went. So I kind of spent the time going, neighbor kid. He goes, going around hollering for her name, see if she can hear, but no one can hear anything in Urban Air. It's so loud. Even when we were in the party room, which they said the party room, you could do whatever you want. That's what they said. I found out that's not the truth. No, I messed up. Oh, what kind of party did we have in there? Look, man, I can't tell you all the details. Some things are just going to be locked away and forever hidden. It got secret. That's how things should be, right? I give too much sometimes. I'll say this much. I did get messed up, and I did lose the neighbor kid. It was pretty bad. I had to go around looking for that. The wife was mad at me, so I had to do that. Why was the wife mad at me? Why was my wife mad? Well, when you grab another woman's butt, when you grab another woman's ass, they're going to get a little mad. And it was by mistake. I swear. I swear on my honor. I swear on the Holy Bible. It was a mistake, okay? From the backside, it looked about the same. And a hand, what is a hand to a butt? But a perfect cup. It's just, you just grab. And the fact that I didn't, man, I backed out of that situation. My charm was on full max. I was like, all right, okay. Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, let me apologize for that one. But me being the honest guy, my wife wasn't there watching me, but I told the wife what happened because I can't help but to say, all right, dude, vault. There is no vault with me. Okay, and I say there's a vault. The combination is 6 beers and some vodka. Just give me some whiskey and the vault's unlocked. Look at that. Except for that one detail about the party. We're not going to get into that. But it was quite the scene. I backed my wife. My wife was pissed. My wife was pissed at me, very angry. I was like, I'm sorry. You wanted me to be honest with you, so I'm being honest with you. I'm letting you know what happened. So I was on go find the neighbor's kid duty. Okay, all right. Because our kids came back, but the neighbor kid I guess got lost. So now I have to go find him. All right. So me, a bit wasted, walking around urban air, trying to help find this kid that I barely even know. I don't know the name. Saying her name. Neighbor kid. Yeah. I mean, it's. I fell off the wagon, got drunk at urban air. Not a good time. Well, I mean, I guess at the end of it all, it was fun. Looking back at it, it was pretty fun, pretty wild. And the wife still kind of angry at me. I would say so. But, makeup sex is nice. In fact, that's one thing, too, I want to talk about. What you can see here in the title of this video. Dude, I fell off the wagon another way, too. Your No Nut November? I had a No Nut November. I was very good that month. Very good. And my porn consumption was like at a 0. And I was very good at making sure I was a master of my domain. Now, lately, like this year, like, dude, I cannot stop gooning. I'm nonstop gooning. I cannot stop. And I don't want to stop. I'm like, dude, my hand is on me permanently. I was like, it's so bad. It is so bad. It is so bad. Dude, it's so bad. I've been watching those goon music videos. If you know what I'm talking about, you know how far I've fallen, okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Just look it up and you'll join me. You'll join in where I'm at. And dude, and let me tell you this, it does not seem to be having an impact at all with things with the wife. Or maybe it is. What I'm saying is, dude, we've been on each other like more than ever. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what? TMI. See, there is no vault. I'm just telling you. But the people who be like, if you go gooner brain, if you fall deep into that, that corn stuff, you know what I'm talking about, it's gonna mess up your marriage and whatever. Dude, I've been deep dived in that stuff, swimming in the deep end, and man, effective anything? Damn, dude. Damn. I mean, normally when you're married, it's like maybe twice a week. Okay, I'm lying there. Maybe once a week. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Dude, man, and now it's like every day. Every day. Yeah. This shed right here, it smells of sex. Okay? All right? So, doing pretty good. Doing pretty great. And gone full gooner brain. Okay? So, I guess you could say, man, I've fallen, but I'm enjoying it. I'm like, dude, you know what? It's the year of the snake. They say I'm a snake. The Mr. Snake Man. I relish in this. I don't even know. But full gooner brain. Is it bad for me? Is it? I mean, I'm having a good time, so how's it bad for me? Ain't bad for me. There's some people who will take care of themselves. You know what I'm talking about, taking care of themselves. And then they feel shame afterwards. You know, they feel regret. They're like, oh, I'm an animal. Oh, I'm savage. Oh, I can't believe I went this low and did the thing. I can't believe I did that. It's like, bro, weren't you having a good time while you were doing it? What's wrong with you? Why are you having the voice, that sort of voice in that moment? Like, why are you like beating yourself up about it? You enjoyed it. Follow the debauchery. You can go way too far with that with that line of thinking there, but yeah. That's kind of where it is. So completely 180, right? During No Nut November, I was like, what was I saying? I was saying a lot of stuff. I went kind of biblical for a little bit. I went religious a bit. You know, I don't like to get preachy here, but during No Nut November, I was getting kind of preachy, wasn't I? I was getting very preachy, which doesn't make any sense. How can I be preachy when there's a Japanese TNA magazine right there behind me? Okay? Which, by the way, that Jägermeister, we're going to drink right here. Drink right here, right now. Jaeger bombs. First one free. Next one, any donation. You can donate 99 cents. I'll do one, okay? I'm desperate over here. I guess we are. I've noticed there's some clips of like COG. Whoa. I'm getting deep already into things that people don't even know about. I mentioned COG. No one knows who he is. And so let's not get sidetracked. Let's not go there yet. But yeah, I'll do the first Jaeger bomb and then more Jaeger bombs whenever, based on whatever. Okay. Oh, hey, what are we gonna watch? I have a video lined up about how the shocking effects of gooning, because apparently gooning is bad. But I've joined a gooning Discord. I'm in a gooning Discord server. That's how much I care about it. Okay. That's how bad I think it is. I join a Discord and I go gooning with a goon buddy. I have a goon buddy now. All right? Be like, nah, I have a goon buddy. It's not gay. It's not gay at all. I mean, unless we make eye contact, then it gets kind of gay. Okay. But no. You know what? Those are thoughts that a man who's not very confident and not very sure of his heterosexuality would be bothered by. If you're really strong with your heterosexuality, if you really know you're straight, super straight, you can look another man in the eyes and feel no homo about it. In fact, that's a way to test to see if you're gay or not. Look a man in the eyes. Look him in the eyes. And if you feel that it's getting erotic, you are gay. If he leans in for a kiss, he is gay. If you lean in too, you're gay. Okay? So do this right now. Go find a dude, a random dude. Dudes are everywhere. Lock eyes with him. If he punches you in the face, you're gay. He might be gay. You know, that might be a response of him like protecting himself, or he might be super straight. It could be one or the other. Okay, but you might get punched in the face. So there, you learn how to figure out if you're gay or not. So that's good advice. Okay. Euros tier gay. That's incredibly gay. Yes. All right. So gooning. They say it's bad for you. I've been in a Discord server for gooning. I have a goon buddy. And what's it doing for my life? Making things better. In fact, my marital life has improved. I'm actually talking more with my wife, sharing feelings and having lots of intercourse. Okay. So things are going pretty well, I would say. But, maybe that's temporary. Maybe it's like a honeymoon period. Maybe it's going to be like, we're going to start, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's really good. I'm really enjoying it right now. All thanks to Gooning. All right, so join the Goon Discord. I'll link it in the chat. No, I won't. I don't want you guys to find out what I do there. You're gonna have to figure that one out. Repent, senior debt. There is no repenting, Chad King. There's no repenting. You say you're a Chad. No. A true Chad knows the power of gooning. I'm a goon master. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm working in the ranks to become a goon master. Right now I'm like level 3 in goon. I'm like a goon squire, okay? I thought I was a master, but there's a lot more to gooning than I realized. I thought doing it once every day, actually twice, in the morning and at night. And then when I pray, I don't even pray for God to keep me away from the gooning. I say, God, help me with the gooning. God, help me find the next great gooning content to goon to. Because when I goon, it's the closest I get to you. Like, Heavenly Father, help me goon harder so that I can feel closer to heaven. Like, that's a 9 Inch Nails song, man, okay? I want to goon until I feel that I am the closest I'll ever be to God. All right. Now all that blasphemous stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and check this video out. Oh, but yeah, it's true. I did stuff another woman's butt on at Urban Air. It wasn't a slap. It was a caress. It's the way I would grab. It's the way I would grab my wife's butt here in the shed. Every time she comes in, I grab her butt and I motorboat her, and she can go on her merry way. And it's great because we're married. I didn't even ask permission. I just do it. All right, let's go ahead and press that play button. There's a shocking effects of gooning on your brain. All right. I think if you look at me, you can see the effects of gooning on your brain. I mean, come on. This might be a great PSA. Don't goon. Man, don't goon. You're going to end up like this guy. You're going to goon yourself retarded. And let me tell you something. It feels good. Goon so hard, you fry those brain cells. Before we do this, I said Jaeger bomb. So we're doing a Jaeger bomb. How are you guys doing, by the way? Hey, actually, wait, Jack King, if you want to talk stuff like that, hey, you want to hop in the Discord VC? You want to do a VC real fast? No N-words, man. Because I really love black people, especially black women. Man, have you seen what I've gooned to lately? Man, all sorts of flavors. All sorts of flavors of goon material, man. All right, let's go ahead and do this. No, I'm serious, Chad King. Actually, I mean, if you hop in, no, I'm serious. If you hop in, actually, dude, I'll just talk with you and ask you, how you doing, man? All right, we'll just have a chill talk. Probably about gooning too. Okay, probably about gooning. Why is it? All right. Hopefully it works. There, I'll post it in the chat. And if you would have joined, you can. If not, that's a cool too, man. There's no gotchas. I don't care about that anymore. Dude, it is so much easier, so much like you just don't give an F anymore, okay? You just don't worry about anything. All right. There you go, Chad King, or who cares? You got drunk and ruined your son's B-Day? Ruin it? I made it better. I enhanced it. I gave him a story, an experience. He's going to look back at that and be like, man, my dad was a hero. My dad got so drunk at Urban Air, slapped another woman's ass, and is still banging my mom? Damn. What kind of Chad move is that? What else is he going to do? Huh? Is baby mama starting to come back and kind of expand on the old franchises there? Maybe. Oh, man. Just living life like you don't care anymore. You know, just freedom to that. Freedom you can't buy. Freedom that you can get close to when you goon forever like this. But this video that I'm about to watch is supposed to tell me that gooning is bad. So don't do this. Because when you goon hard, you're going to end up like me. And it's pretty bad. All right. I got kicked out of a dominoes game. It was hard for me to count fives. I couldn't even do that, man. I can't count the dots on the dominoes anymore. That's how bad it is. Never mind that it had shrooms, and the table that we're playing on, I swear, was becoming animated. Oh, I gotta salute the camera again. Oh, no. It was not satisfied. Hey. All right, there we go. All right. Well, Chad King, sounds like you suffer, bro. I mean, you could do it or not. It's up to you. You could tell me I need to repent to my face. To my face. I can just say in the chat. But it's not very Chad of you. Shocking effects of gooning on your brain. Let's do it.
The word gooning has spread like wildfire on the internet and has become quite hard to escape. If you don't know what gooning is, it's...
Listen to that woman's voice. The vocal fry. Dude, that's going to get me hard. A video that's a shocking effects on gooning, and that vocal fry is just the right amount to get me hard. I might end up gooning to this.
Actually the act of masturbating without orgasm, which is supposed to lead to a sort of pleasure trance. This topic is
So I'm doing it wrong. I'm just blasted. I can't even goon correctly. Man, absolute failure. Can't even goon correctly.
taboo, so people are hesitant to discuss it. You might not even realize how this topic
I'm just blasting loads everywhere over here, dude. It's all, dude. I can't show you this floor. It's pretty bad.
affects you, largely due to the lack of available resources. That's why we want to raise awareness by creating this video. With more insights, we hope to empower viewers to make more informed decisions. To learn more about this, let's take a look at what gooning does to your brain.
It enhances it. It makes it better, right?
What is it supposed to do? Despite being a big part of 2024, the term isn't that new. The main purpose of gooning is to enter the so-called pleasure trance.
Yeah. I know that they're talking about the pleasure trance. Yeah, you want to maintain that as much as possible. Oh, yeah. That's the fun zone right there. The pleasure trance. You know what I'm talking about. Gooning bros, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, who's in the Gooning Discord with me? Yeah. I know you are. That pleasure trance is delightful, dude.
This is the main purpose of gooning. According to an essay on solo and autosexuality published in 2020, gooning is that point of pure sexual ecstasy dragged out over a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy.
The feeling is extended through the use of edging.
Man, are you selling this to me? Because I already do this.
In essence, you would masturbate until you're about to reach orgasm and slow down to stop yourself from finishing.
And that's the part where it's like, ooh, boy, do I want to stop or do I want to go?
This for long enough and you'll feel yourself enter a trance or mental blankness. But does this actually work? And can that be good for you? What is
it works and it's heavenly for you. For sure. That's what they're going to say, right?
Actually do? Impressions are mixed on whether or not that state of sexual euphoria is real. Perhaps there's a placebo effect happening where the expectation of an orgasm allows you to be more open to entering a sort of trance. Those who have gooned or edged tend to agree that that state of euphoria...
They make it seem like people don't do this. I'm sure a lot of people do this. Those that goon or edge.
or hypnosis isn't real, or is at least greatly exaggerated. In reality, gooning is just an extended session of edging. So
yeah, it really is. Because I wish you could be in like a super trance where nothing can disturb you. The problem is, things do. The slightest sound, sometimes someone knocking at the door, the sound of your wife's voice from the other room asking why you're still in the bathroom. It's like, oh yeah, man, I'm not even dumping anymore. I'm just gooning.
We can break gooning down into two characteristics that work together in order to get a better understanding of what it's doing to your brain. The first characteristic is short-term semen retention, which isn't unhealthy but is unlikely to provide the long-term benefits of semen retention like less stress and more energy. Because in this context...
Man, I find it that I am like... Let's back this up a little bit. Dude, I decompress and kill a lot of stress from like the gooning part. Gooning is fun and all, but I have to go to completion. I have to like that because the follow-up to that is just so much it's just a release of so much stress. Oh yeah.
Doing to your brain. The first characteristic is short-term semen retention, which isn't unhealthy but is unlikely to provide the long-term benefits of semen retention like less stress and more energy. Because in this context, it's only done in service of a greater orgasm later on. The second is compulsive masturbation, which carries implications for...
What? That's wrong. I can't just take it out and beat it wherever, whenever. What do you mean?
What it can do to your brain. What does this do to your psychology? Edging involves holding off on orgasm so you can have a more powerful orgasm when you eventually do.
Yes, absolutely.
While there are benefits to masturbation, and edging is fairly common practice, using it to constantly seek greater and greater orgasms like you theoretically would by gooning could indicate excessive masturbation.
What's excessive? What's excessive? Like once, twice, 3 times, 5 times?
Psychologists Wiebke Dreymeyer and colleagues identify excessive masturbation as a hypersexual behavior. This makes sense considering that the act of gooning involves dedicating a long period of time to masturbation and pornography consumption. Treating masturbation and porn consumption like a hobby that you dedicate exorbitant time and even money to puts you dangerously
no
close
money.
to or
Just keep it all free.
within the realm of being hypersexual. If your porn and masturbation habits are taking time and attention away from other, more important things, you may have a problem.
Okay, so as long as if I can maintain a job, maintain a relationship, maintain money and all that stuff, then it's not a problem. Got it.
This intense focus on porn and masturbation can affect you in many different ways. Psychological
But it might be a problem if, like, there's not really any app I can open in public without the worry of porn showing up. If I go to Twitter or X, there's a good chance boobs and ass are going to show up. If I go on Reddit, boobs and ass are going to show up. If I go on TikTok, boobs and ass are going to show up. If I go on YouTube Shorts, boobs and ass are going to show up. If I go on YouTube, boobs and ass is going to show up. It's like everything. If I just go in my contacts, boobs and ass is going to show up because I changed, like, every female on my contact list really just has boobs and ass for their profile. So there's not a single app I can pull up in public without someone judging. If I could pull up conversations I have with my wife, it comes up boobs and ass.
Dependence is when you rely on a substance so much that you need it just to get through the day. So, if you can't go a day without watching porn or masturbating, it's likely you have a psychological dependence on it. As any addict would know, it takes more and more stimulation to achieve the same high. When we apply this idea to gooning, which takes this overstimulation to the extreme, the potential damage to the pleasure sensors in the brain is greatly increased. Gooning can even be a symptom of a psychological dependence on masturbation, as people try to explore ways to get more pleasure out of masturbation. But there are other problems that arise as a result of those pleasure systems getting fried.
So you could goon so much you could fry your pleasure systems. Like you exhaust your dopamine. So kind of like with any sort of drug. Huh. Uh-oh. Wait a second. The path that I'm on, is it the same path that ruined Ricada? Is the gooning path, does it end up that way? Do I need a correct course before I end up, I don't want to go. I don't end up there.
As silly as the idea of gooning might seem to most people, especially because to most people it's just a meme, there are behaviors that might look familiar. That's why it's important that we open up a conversation about these things.
Yeah, let's have a conversation about our gooning habits.
Relationships and pleasure changes. If you are consistently training your brain to expect more and more stimulation to reach orgasm, the actual act of sex could become less satisfying. The comparative lack of stimulation that comes from sex compared to gooning could lead to erectile dysfunction and
What? You gotta, I have not had that issue yet. You gotta make it spicy in the bed, man.
Relationship dissatisfaction. It can also lead to hypersexuality or can be a symptom of hypersexuality. All of this together can affect your mood, in extreme cases, making you more likely to cheat on your partner and lead to sexual.
Whoa. Now, I'll tell you what. That could happen, yeah. If your partner is not willing to bang with you. Oh, there, for show. For show.
Sexual dysfunction. It should be noted that according to psychologist and sex therapist Dr. Lori Lorenz, edging can actually treat erectile dysfunction and help people explore sexual interest by slowing things.
Okay, I'm bored now. I got it. The basic things I was expecting to hear. Shocking effects of gooning on your brain. All right, well, that's not going to change. That's not persuading me to not do it. Oh, I like how this topic really got me back down to my real numbers. 2 viewers. That's good. Oh, man, that's real bad. What I need to do, let's talk about what's important. The fresh start for the Thorpes productivity arc? Productivity arc. For the Thorpes?
Himself. So
yeah, it's overused on the internet. Stephen David says, so what's changing with the new arc? I feel like we were just about to share the changes. Okay, so
they get close to a point, and one of them has to like derail the conversation.
thank you for
Share
getting
the
me.
changes?
I think he just misspelled it.
Oh,
Thank you for getting me back on track, Stephen. Okay, so there's two things I want to tell you guys about, and I am going to bring up my. Look at how teensy we are. My whiteboard.
Damius activity.
They're doing another one of these streams where they're like plotting and planning what they're going to do. So the stream is really about what they plan on doing for other streams. Okay. Great. And they're in a hotel room?
Yes.
How can I do this better? Hold
Fantastic.
on.
Membership. Great way to
Lovely.
contribute.
Damius, thank you for gifting.
Now, whenever I feel like I need a goon, if I think about the Thorpes, oh boy, does that take no.
Membership. I
That'd be
appreciate it.
sick.
Hold on, let me make us a little bit bigger.
Jimmy not doing so well?
Okay,
You know, actually, John knows a little bit about
here we go.
this. John actually could offer. John, do you remember in our family we had attempts at productivity? Remember all those charts and whiteboards?
Productivity charts are things that I see in like those lame workplace trainings. And
So you've been down this path before.
our personal
Yes,
relationships.
And you saw what the difficulties were there.
John was literally there. Yeah, he was there for the family productivity arc.
For some degree of it, so he can offer his thoughts from a place of experience.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
So like, from what I understand, Grace did get paid from Keemstar, so she did get a lot of money for her. And now they're trying to plot what they're going to. She had a stream with what's the name? Salvo Pancakes. That was kind of. I heard it. There's not really much to say about it. Salvo. He had a problem. He had a problem with the word trooning, which makes him super like dumb, honestly.
Okay, so there are two things I want to present to you guys. The first one is how our personal relationship has changed. Okay.
Okay. Y'all seem to be in the same relationship. I don't know what you're talking about there.
So
Yeah.
I think
Is that going to be the new arc? Huh? How's the relationship changed? Well, do y'all still share the same bed? I think you do.
that everybody has seen that between. Oh, let me make myself a little smaller so I can use the page. Okay. All right, let me just get through this. Between my dad and me, just put DG, there's been a lot of agitation, tension, problems
Yeah. Sexual tension.
that people have picked up on, and they've said, you need to get away from him. You need to break up. You
How's
need to
that any
split up.
different?
You have unhealthy stuff.
That's
It's
the
sexual.
same.
It's abusive. It's blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's the same dynamic.
And that has come through on stream lots of times.
Mm.
And I've played the victim. I've looked like the victim.
King TL.
Well, you kind of.
By the way, King TL, did you see Shamu's recent video
About
in which you were sorely neglected as a
yeah,
simp?
King TL, Shamu, I'm going to
You're
cover it on
absolutely
Misunderstood.
top tier.
You were Shamu made a video about my top 4 simps, and he didn't even include you, like even in the running. Meanwhile, King TL,
There's
we're
a
gonna do
top
an
4
unboxing,
simp
has
video
sent me not
by
one, not
Shamu?
two,
I need to
but
check that
3
out.
Amazon packages from my wish list for Valentine's Day.
Wow.
I think that makes him the king. I mean, I don't know if that dethrones ZXV exactly, because I think ZXV will always remain at the top. But it certainly puts him at number 2.
That's gross. I would rather bang. Look, clip this out. I would rather bang a tranny than simp for Grace. You understand that? I would rather bang a tranny than simp for Grace. And it doesn't even have to be a convincing tranny. They could be bull blacks. Okay. That's good. That might be too much. That would be too much. I gotta tell you, there's no amount of beers that will make that look doable. There's not.
Oh, it is Super Bowl Sunday. I forgot about that.
Yes.
That's why there's people here, because nobody has anything going on.
What?
Well, aren't they waiting for the game to start? So like everybody's probably online. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
I don't really think that the Super Bowl is as compelling as it used to be.
The Super Bowl's not as compelling as the Thorpe TV.
Yeah.
There's a significant number of people who just don't follow it.
Yeah. Hecate is one of these people. Grace blaming herself and calling herself the victim to explain their dynamic. Shocker. Yeah, okay.
I know, right?
I totally
That's
get
not
that,
new.
Hecate.
Dude, I guarantee you're gonna get nothing new from this whole like, what are we doing? You guys, that's the same dynamic. That is the dynamic.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I kind of appreciate, like, this has been a bad dynamic. Well, I would say somewhat dysfunctional. I wouldn't say just bad, but dysfunctional.
Interesting, but dysfunctional.
Yeah, and people have said sexual, abusive, gaslighting, whatever. Okay.
Should we do another Jaeger bomb?
Yeah, whatever. Yes. Trying to replace the mother. You're using me to replace the mother. I am using you to avoid hanging out with guys my own age or dealing with life, whatever.
Timmy's picking up a kind of an Irish accent, or a, what do you call it? Kind of a pirate accent. I'm watching Grace, but on me TV, so no chat. I love you though.
Thank you. Okay, so the way I would illustrate what has been going on is
Daddy issues by any
Dysfunction.
chance.
Draw more
By
stick
any chance
figures.
have a somewhat tense relationship with your father.
the way that
He's dead to me.
I didn't delete it, John. It's right up here. Okay.
Mhm.
But the way that I would
I need a
explain
little
the
tobacco
problem
break.
that's been going on between me and my dad is like, okay, so here's the thing, right? This is my dad over here,
Uh-huh.
and this is like
Mhm.
streaming, success, work.
I think the streaming success should be on your side, Grace. You're the successful streamer. Ben is not.
Friendship,
Food.
hot sex. Just kidding. Just kidding. Not that part. Whoopsie.
Yeah, that was a joke, guys. That's a joke. I like how they actually were able to convince Chill Force that it's all a bit, which is like, that's not even true. Like, I like how they're able to do that. They're able to get involved in like the Keemstar stuff and that the kid behind the camera stuff just enough to where it will confuse those who like can see something that is real. It appears to be real, but there's always that. But could it also be fake?
Okay. And so,
But
like,
if you followed the
this is
source
like,
from the beginning, then you know.
I don't know how to say it, a good relationship, right? And I've always wanted this. I've always said, like, I love my dad.
That's a good
I think
relationship.
He's great.
All right.
I think he's interesting.
Mhm.
I think we can have a great time. I think we can work together. Like, I don't have
Like
any
the time you
issue
were
with
kicked?
him as a person
Mhm.
or like working with him or any of the goals he has. I don't want to have a different
Feeling
career.
another Jaeger bomb coming.
I want to work on this career with him.
Mm.
I have all the same impulses as him when it comes to like what we should do with our lives. Like, I think it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So this is always like the goal in my head that I could never quite achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how to say this, but in my head, there was
There are voices.
a block.
Oh.
Okay, a blockage. And you help me explain this. You know what I'm trying to illustrate, right? You remember what I'm trying to?
No.
We went through
in your
this
head,
together.
there's a blockage.
You're having trouble
Of
explaining.
what? Like what? Is you gonna have a stroke? What was she talking about?
What I'm saying is like, I don't know if I'm explaining it like quite fully enough for somebody on the outside, but
No, you're not.
I had this concept that I had a problem
Right.
that was preventing me from getting to this place.
Yeah.
And I think, okay, I think I can explain it. I think what this actually was, so what I kind of
All right, here we go.
conceptualized this was, I'm lazy, I'm
This is your mother's programming.
disrespectful, yeah.
Mm.
I have daddy issues, right? Like issues listening to you or taking your
Yeah.
lead. Okay, and I'm like, okay, I have all these problems that I need to get through before I can get to the goal.
Right.
So before you can get this stream, success, work, friend with your dad, you need to get through this blockage. The daddy issues and stuff. Lazy. Grace is the one who does most of the stuff here. This is like a lot of the stuff that the blockage is stuff that I would say comes from Ben, how Ben treats her. But, you know, she doesn't see that. She sees it like it's something wrong with her, so she needs to change it. And not like, oh, maybe there's something wrong in the environment that she's in, and it's this other person.
But actually, I think that all of this was a psyop.
Yeah, it's a big
and I think this
psyop.
was a psyop that was put in place. And I get everybody's going to say, oh, you blame your mother. You blame your mother.
USAID
I really do think
paid
this
for
comes
it.
from my mother.
Mm.
I think this was a psyop
Yeah,
that my
Psyop.
mother put in my head.
right.
And whatever. Did she know what she was doing? It doesn't really matter.
Mm.
But I think I just had it how I was going to explain this to people. I think that, okay,
Man,
when
this is
me
so
and
boring.
my
I wanna go
dad
back to
started
Gooning.
hanging,
I'm gonna go back to Gooning. No, I'm just joking. I'll play some more. I got to get over my Gooning addiction, man. It's bad. I was about to change the screen over to some TNA, so we can become Goon Bros together. Nope, got to do better. Apparently, for some reason.
hanging out, okay, when we became friends, my mom said, I have a problem with this relationship, okay? She really said that. Like, I have
With
a
your
problem
relationship with me.
with this relationship here.
Yes.
I have a huge problem
absolutely,
with
yeah,
this.
I've committed many crimes in regards to that.
Okay, now in
If
retrospect,
there are crimes, then do something about
her
it, Ben.
problem was
You
But
can't-
but
you
I
won't.
would say also, the primary thing was she had a problem with the relationship with me.
yes.
That was like totally impossible to navigate.
That's true. What kind of mental gymnastics is this? Hold on. Let me cook, okay? I'm describing something, okay? So
Who are you talking to right now?
there was
The daddy issue stuff. It's always the daddy issues with her. It really is. It really is. All right. I'm up for some weather. What's the weather going to be like? There we go. There we go. There we go. Mexican weather girl. Of course. I mean, I could watch this all day, all night, you know? Oh, a lot more entertaining than hearing Grace talk about her same daddy issues.
Somebody in chat, I forget who.
And this woman might have daddy
Zachary
issues.
DeCastro,
But she's doing something with her life.
It might look like a schizo board, but just let me cook, okay?
No,
Hold on.
I don't know how much
think I
she's
can
getting
pull
paid
through.
there. Probably,
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
not a lot.
my mom saying I have a huge problem with my relationship, her having a huge problem with my relationship with my dad,
Yeah.
put this into existence.
I think activated what was already kind of like there.
Well,
all of your siblings have the same sort of like programming there.
Well,
You
hold on.
understand what I'm saying?
But
But
what
there
I'm
with the
trying to
mom-
say is like, she put this concept in my head that there's a problem with our relationship, that there's something wrong that I need to fix, because I made the mistake of saying that this person cares about me and loves me, and so therefore, when she says I have a huge problem with your relationship with your dad,
Yeah, man.
she's
I tell you
pointing
what,
out
man. I
something.
think I'm going to start going back to Gooning. This is fun and all. Not really. Gooning Discord server, here I come. I mean, not yet. Not yet. Hey, this was a fun stream. We did talk about, I did share with you guys the Urban Air story. That's true, man. Fell off the wagon. I mean, I guess I'm wrapping up here. I don't know. I mean, do you guys want more Gray Storp? Or you want more Mexican Weather Girl? You guys let me know. Looks like it's going to be pretty sunny. Oh, yeah. A little bit cloudy there. Oh, yeah. That turnaround is always a little bit surprising. Like, oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Each and every time. It's amazing. It's like, I've seen it. But when she turns around, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. That's right.
That's true,
Right.
and is a problem.
Mm.
But
It
in
is true that
retrospect,
she had a huge problem and has a huge problem.
it's true that
with
she
that
had a huge
relationship.
problem. Yeah. But it wasn't based in some kind of actual problem between us.
No, the important word in that sentence.
Man, see, that's where I believe we're like Ben has gaslighted her on that one.
Because she essentially saw it as me taking her man.
Yeah, said it many times.
Straight up. She saw me as the other woman. She said she started just talking about how she only had 5 kids instead of 6.
Yeah.
She treated me like I was
Whatever it is you and your dad did, it shook your mom so bad. She wrote you out. Wow. They saw you as the enemy. Now, yeah, that's pretty bad.
your mistress.
Not really. I mean, it was a pretty amateur way to play victim of a situation. I mean, from my point of view, it was like super amateur hour because there had already become like evident massive problems between her and I.
Yeah, that's true.
Which were like on the table, full awareness, anything on that side.
Yeah.
And yeah, because her mother also.
So they just do a stream revisiting this.
It may be getting bogged down. I'm not sure what your point is here. I'm wondering if you can land the plane, and then I would like to talk about productivity in general.
Okay.
I'd like to talk about productivity. What is Office Space?
No problem.
But I I feel
No problem.
You know,
I
if you
feel like
you're-
I'm landing the plane.
It almost seems like this is like planned to talk about, but they didn't have like the attire to wear, like, you know, like the business clothes. I mean, Ben is wearing a button shirt, but it's probably the same button shirt he has worn for the past days. And that's probably used to be a white shirt. Now it's all like stained to that tannish color.
Okay.
I feel like I don't feel like I'm getting bogged down.
Okay.
But the basic point I'm trying to make is that my mom saying this is wrong, my friendship with you, it triggered me.
See, the only thing I would nuance.
Okay.
Your mother was envious of you from when you were a baby, your relationship with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she portrayed, it's a weird way in which she kind of became like
Like, look at it, man. They're still going with the angle that it's all with the mom. It's the mom. The mom's making it all up. Even Chill Force, I think, kind of leans that way. Huh. Which is, like, if you follow them from the beginning, you know that's not true.
third, you know what I mean? Like the third wheel or the loser.
Me be the wife.
I don't feel competitive with my children. 5 or 6 years.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah, still
After you.
talk about it. I want to see Ben talk about productivity.
On every
Does he get there?
But air for no reason.
No, I don't see him getting there.
You know, and women play the victim and usually.
Man, I want to hear Ben's productivity speech, man. It would that I'm looking forward to.
Es las 2 de la tarde y
Weather.
33 minutos y la a su nivel más.
Temperaturas para los próximos días.
A ver,
Ajá,
platícanos.
Así que nos vamos rápidamente. Ya al momento aquí en el centro de la ciudad de Monterrey, la
Yeah,
temperatura marca
that's right.
23 grados. En
Ajá.
esta ocasión tenemos vientos provenientes
Yes.
del noroeste en los 5 kilómetros por hora. La humedad se mantiene muy baja en el 30%
Boy, yeah.
y la presión marcando
Boy,
los
boy.
1009 milibarios. Como bien lo mencionábamos,
Ajá.
el día de hoy ya alcanzamos la máxima temperatura, los
Exactly.
26 grados centígrados. Esperamos que en el transcurso del día la temperatura
Yeah.
continúe descendiendo, llegando hoy por la noche
Ajá.
hasta los 17 grados centígrados. Pero ¿qué nos espera para los próximos días?
Uh-huh.
Es momento.
Man. Even the way she talks is hot. Damn. All right. Yeah. I think, because see, like, I could watch like the Thorpes, but I think it's as boring to y'all as it is to me, which is like, okay. So, I did the main thing I wanted to do here, was talk about how I fell off the wagon at my son's birthday party. It's pretty bad. I almost got in trouble with the wife. Grabbed another woman's ass. I do not recommend. That's that. You guys take it easy and have a good one.